In this lesson, we are going to edit the video together, and it's going to be a little insight into my workflow and how I think when I'm editing videos with a mobile phone. So first thing I start with, especially here on CapCut, is that in the end of the clip, they have this little watermark. I suggest that you delete it, and it's very simple. You just click it and press delete, okay? Then you don't have this watermark. Now, what we do, I am going to edit this, and I usually start by scrolling and finding a place that I want. As you now know, when we planned the video, this is a screen recording of a little video that I did, and I think that we start with a little movement here. I think it's nice. Click, split here, click the other one, delete, bam. We've deleted it. Now, I'll probably want to have this just a few seconds, just somewhere around here. I think would be cool. And you're going to see in a second what we are going to do. So I scroll out now. And I want to create this video where I take a photo and then you see the result of the first photo, okay? And I had that photo here, okay? So I have a basic photo here. I want to use this photo 2 times. So what you can do, if you go here all the way to the end, you have copy. So now I have 2 of these photos. We take one of them and we add them where we put the cut here. So you can see we have now the video, the screen recording, and then boom, the photo. And I actually want to make this photo a little bit smaller, just like this. All right? Then we're going into the next part where I show you how I will, take a little bit better photo by using the mobile phone. So I start by switching to the wide angle lens, and I do that right around here. Click the clip, now split here and delete, split, delete, that's how we do it. And what I did here is that first I switched from the regular lens to the wide angle lens. Most phones nowadays have a few different lenses. I wanted the wide angle lens to get a bigger perspective. So we have to first find where did I switch to the wide angle lens. So I want to start this clip somewhere here. Click it, split, and delete, just like so. So from this photo, we go now into this phase. Here you can see I switch to wide angle, and then I flip the phone upside down. The reason I do this is that it helps me get the lens a little bit lower, getting a little bit more of this hero look where we're looking up at the subject. So you see here, and I flip the phone, and then I'm basically trying to frame the photo using the rails to create a little more interesting photo from what is just a regular snapping with the phone. Okay, so I think somewhere here is probably good for the sake of the tutorial. And then I split it and we delete this one here, delete. So with the voiceover, I say something along the lines like, by doing this, you just took your photos from looking like this, which is basically just, a regular photo snap photo to something like this, which is a much nicer photo in my opinion. So now I have the basic structure of the video. I want to add a voiceover and then a little bit of music, and then probably make some of the clips a little bit shorter. You see here we have this clip here, and then the photo. I don't think it has to be shown this long. People understand directly, so we make this a little bit shorter. Adjust the clips a little bit. So the voiceover is pretty cool. If you go to audio, you can click voiceover. If you hold in the button, you create a voiceover. So let me just do it right here. Instead of taking a basic photo like this one here, then try to get a little bit creative. By using the wide angle lens and flipping the phone upside down, you can get a more interesting look. And then all you have to do is just take the photo and boom, you took your photo from looking like this to something like this. Awesome, nailed it. And then you click this here, boom, and you have a voiceover here. Now what you can do with the voiceover is you can click it, you can adjust the volume, you can add fade, you can split it, you can add voice effect, all the things that we talked about in the previous lesson. What we do now, and what I want to do, is to add a music track. So we go back here, we go to sounds, and we go to vlog, and I know that I like the Lazy Sunday. Click that, and we just add it on. Okay? Now you can see that the volume of the music, the background music, is much higher than when I'm speaking. Let me show you. Instead of taking the basic photo like this one here, can't really use that. So we need to adjust the volume there. Click the music track, volume, and like we talked about before, I would say around 20-ish, somewhere around that is good. And if you play it now, much better. If you want now, you can of course add fades and everything, but what I want to do is in the end, you can see here, I go from taking a photo from here, something like this. And then we see the photo. So what I'm trying to explain to you here is that here I'm talking, and then I finished my voiceover, and we have a few seconds of the clip. What I would like to do is that the music volume of the background music increases in this specific point. So we finish the video with the audio going a little bit up. You understand? That is also very simple in this program by using keyframes. Keyframes, those of you who edit are very familiar with. Those of you who are not, it's basically just you're telling the program to do a specific adjustment from this point to the next point, okay? And I want to make the volume go up from this keyframe to the end of the clip, which is right around here. Like this is good. And we create another keyframe here. And from this keyframe to this keyframe, we want to make the volume increase a little bit. And the way you do that is you just click volume here, and we increase the volume just ever so slightly. Let me see. Maybe just to around 80. I think it's good. Something like this. Let's play it from here. Then all you have to do is just take the photo and boom, you took a photo from looking like this to something like this. You hear how the music becomes gradually higher. Last thing is, of course, you can see that the music is much longer than the video, and then you basically just, delete it from here. So from here you can delete, split, delete, and it is deleted. And now it's just the same length. And talking about lengths, how long should you have your videos? This is like the question that every content creator is asking themselves. How long should I have my videos? I think it totally depends on what type of videos that you're creating. The truth is that social media is a fast-paced environment. People don't have a whole lot of attention. So I often keep my videos a little bit shorter. Now let me play around a little bit with the video and polish it, making sure that it's perfect and to my liking before I post it, and I will get back to you. So now I've edited the video, I've done the adjustment, and this was the results.
Instead of taking a basic photo like this one here, then let's get a little creative. Switch to wide angle and flip the phone upside down to get a little cooler perspective, then use this rail here as leading line, line the photo the best that you can, and boom, you just took your photo from looking like this to this.
In the next lesson, we will dive into how to create the videos within just the apps themselves.